to get this. I'm going to get all the dirt on him. Yeah, you will, but the dirt will be stuff that I will have had control over.
Yeah, you can't use it then. You know what I mean? Like it's not. To me, it's not dirt anymore. You know?
Yeah, if somebody says, "Oh, you did this," it's like,
right.
Yeah,
I told you.
You know that because I admitted to it, and I've made no secret of that. Yeah, but you did this, and that was terrible. Yeah, and I've written about it there. Yes, and it's awful. Yeah, and that's on page 300.
Oh, it's genius.
So I mean, it takes ownership, but
yeah,
going right back to what we said at the start, there's the risk, and I think that's what I'll have to start considering once I'm finished and I've got a version of it that I'm happy with for other people to read as a completed work. That'll be when I start thinking, well, how do I approach this?
How do I back out?
No. I have to do it. I have to finish it. I have to make it so that people can read it because, I'm not sure which side it is. On one side, I think it's worthwhile. On the other side, I need to fire my ego. So whichever one is driving me to finish it, I need to do it. So
right. I appreciate you letting me on the ride. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I think there will be many, many, many that do. And actually, I'd like to have you back on after you release it to kind of discuss the aftermath.
Yes, when I'm a kind of friendless loser who's unemployed and living in a box on a street corner because I've alienated everybody in my life. Yeah, no, I'll come back at that point and tell you just how. I suppose the thing is that I may be in a position where in 5 years' time I've got enough to write about what happened with it. So,
you will. Yeah. I think there's some aspects of the story I think that, to use the term viral, I guess, could go viral within your circle. Like maybe somebody that you haven't spoken to in a long time will somehow get a copy and read, and that will be a way that you guys can reconnect or rekindle something that was lost years ago. So I mean, you never know how it'll turn out. It could be completely different than what you think going in.
It's going to be an interesting couple of years. At least, I'm guessing at least there'll be some lengthy hangouts about it. So. At the very least.
Excellent. It'll keep me busy.
Yes, indeed.
Well, Alex, man, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. This was, as always, a fantastic conversation. And I am one of those people that wishes you were still doing the Alex Botten thing on YouTube, but you're right. I have to respect your desire to move on.
This is the thing. I mean, that part of me still exists, but I've made it slightly more difficult to find, because it was never to me about getting attention or subscribers or anything like that. It was never, what can I do to get clicks? I don't want to force what I think about things on other people. So in the last 2 years, I've done a lot of stuff which just isn't on YouTube, and there's hours and hours and hours of stuff. There's about 30 odd hours of material I've put out in the last 2 years. That's some of it is what would have been YouTube videos back in the day, but it isn't, and it's less easy to find because I want it to be, if people are interested, they can go and find it, not feel that they should watch it because it's got my name attached to it or something like that.
All right, Alex, will you have a good evening, and I appreciate it. It was great as always.
Nice talking to you, Carl. Right. Cheers. Bye-bye.
And I appreciate you, the listeners, for taking the time out of your day to listen to this podcast. If you have any suggestions, questions, comments, we love them all. We're constantly trying to improve the show and make it the best possible podcast and make it entertaining, engaging, and informative. You can email us at live@nonsecshow.com. That's NONSEQ show.com. Same with the website, nonseqshow.com. Go there for videos, upcoming guests, shows, and any other kind of information that you would want to know. The next episode will feature Aaron Ra in a